Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Bad Peeps Podcast. I'm your host Tati.
I'm your co-host Armani.
And I'm the second co-host, Candace.
And today we're going to be talking about Instagram, social media pressures, the effects that it has on our mental health.
Both positive.
How you live your life, pretty much, in a way.
On social media. And how does it affect us?
Yeah, the positive and negative influence that
Instagram has. So it's going to kind of be a more serious type topic for today. And I wanted to start off by reading an article that I came across. And it's about the bad side, I guess, of social media. It starts off by saying these days social media is doing more harm than good, with young men and women becoming increasingly insecure due to unrealistic beauty ideals. In one way, the digital age has opened us up to another world, created jobs we never knew existed, and connected people all over the world. On the other hand, the pressures to keep up with what we see online has become a morbid cycle, which is destroying lives one click at a time. In particular, men and women have found themselves battling identity issues due to unrealistic beauty standards set by what we see on social media. Many have developed serious mental health issues, identity issues, and body dysmorphia, trying to emulate the beauty standards that are simply unattainable. How do we distinguish reality from the fake, and how do we protect ourselves from the dark side of social media? And today, I want to start off by asking, how has social media affected your self-esteem, both positively and negatively?
You want to go or you want me to start? I'm going to say with me, both positive and negative. I would say the negative part would be like, I guess, comparing myself to other women and feeling like,
that's how you have to be.
Or that's how you have to look, or, the social, or not, I guess, Instagram standards of what beauty is.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I do get positive vibes too from Instagram when I follow certain type of pages that basically promote you to be who you are.
And we're going to get to that part of it too. Okay. On which ones that you follow in order to get positive vibes. What are some negative things that has affected you from social media?
I'm going to say other people's content too. What they post on their page.
Yeah.
Because we all different. So I just feel like I see people that post like negative posts about like talking about other people or not necessarily like body image, but just basically saying little things that
like those memes that be like
memes that
just basically like I seen one recently because Trump gave us $1,200
check.
the stimulus check, and I seen one was like, y'all so happy that Trump gave y'all these little $1,200 that he basically gave y'all $40 a day, like ha ha ha, like, and and I feel like it's some people that make a lot of money that thinks, okay, look, he threw y'all a little chump change, like, so what? And
then it could be some people that front too. Yeah, there's a lot of fronting on Instagram, knowing he probably really needed it, or he was probably waiting for it, or whoever it was.
Mad they couldn't get it, or whatever the situation is.
And not only that too, it's like it's a lot of families that's suffering because of what's going on. Whether we believe it's a conspiracy or theory or not, whatever you believe, it's still people that's suffering from what's going on right now.
Definitely.
Just ignorant. I think it's some things are just ignorant, and I feel like I don't know, because I was saying the same thing, and it was just like, you don't know what they need it for. Like, some people may be happy because that may be a startup for them to save, or you never know.
You never know
what. Who wouldn't be happy about a free $1,200?
Yeah.
I'm like not trying to be funny, but you're not just getting that for doing that, like not even for doing nothing, but you're not just getting $1,200. Like that's not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to be happy about it, don't shoot them down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think memes is what keeps me from, and it's the people I follow. That's why I don't like being on Instagram, and I can unfollow them, but I choose not to because I'm just that type of person. I don't like to.
Yeah.
But I do need to filter out certain people that I follow, because when I go on Instagram and I'm going down my page, I'm like,
this don't make me feel good.
If you ever follow me, I don't put out any type of negative energy, because I know how much it
affects you.
It affects me. Yeah.
Money, what about you as far as your self-esteem? How has Instagram or social media affected you?
Social media has been like, as far as I want to say, it's like negative and positive for me. It's positive for me because it kind of gives me a voice that I really don't have outside of social media. Like, I will say things that I'm not normally, like, I can never tell someone. I don't know why I'm like that, but it's like some things that I want to get off my chest, I can, like, not in like a personal way, but like it's
a thought.
Yeah, like, you know, and then you see how many people relate with, you know.
Yeah.
And then negative, I think just watching like how other girls look, like, or, you know, what guys are like glamorizing nowadays.
Yeah.
So if I don't, it's a point where I was just like, I don't have that body, so I was like taking stuff that was unhealthy for my body so I can have that body.
Oh, speaking of that, what you mean?
The
epitome.
Yeah, I was taking that, and it was making me super drowsy, and it wasn't even really worth it, because once you're done taking it, your weight is gone. And then I was getting to a point where I just didn't even want to be on social media because I lost the weight. And
you lose
like
that weight.
You feel like you got to obtain a certain image to be able to.
You can possibly be damaging yourself
yes,
to obtain that image.
Some negative consequences that comes with trying to, you know, keep up
that beauty standard of which Instagram has put out. And I think that's happened with me too. You know, at first I was not like a person that took pictures. You know what I'm saying? I was so shy from the camera, and it was kind of like Monty. You were on social media, on Instagram first, and I seen you taking pictures and stuff. So I'm like, you know, let me take some pictures. Yeah, try to get into it. And I got a response that I didn't expect because I didn't feel good myself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you get all these compliments from everybody, and that was like, because I wasn't feeling good about myself, my self-esteem was down. So that kind of boosted my self-esteem. And it's kind of like a catch-22 because you shouldn't, you know what I'm saying,
be happy with yourself.
Yeah, you shouldn't base your self-esteem on what other people think of you. You have to be happy within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because
what if those likes, okay, one day, you know how like you'll see somebody on top and they getting all this attention, and then next thing you know, it's taken away.
Yeah.
And then they dealing with like mental health issues because they so used to having this fame or having this attention.
Like, why these people don't like me no more?
Why don't like me no more?
And then it's also like, literally with me, like I can get 20 or 30 compliments, one negative, and I'm gonna follow with the negative, and it's gonna gonna like damage me, the way that I feel, the way that I start handling like things. Like, it was a point where I wasn't really taking pictures because there was one person tearing me down. And then,
did you know that person like personally?
Yeah, no, I knew him personally.
So he was basically, that's almost bullying.
Yeah. Just tearing me down, and then it was like, okay, I don't want to take pictures no more, because if you think that, I think the rest of
everybody else
thinks that about me. And then I came on social media, I got a couple, but it was just like still wasn't good enough for me. So I started to try to like, I think this was for myself, and I think was best for myself. I started to like really kind of take care of myself. Like, I started getting up, getting dressed, like even if I wasn't going anywhere, just so some things, it's little things you do to make yourself feel better.
Good.
Yeah.
I feel like mine started when I had found out I had thyroid issues.
Where your self-esteem shot down?
Yeah, like it like, remember it was 2014, I think, when we were all living in Corona, and I feel like I found out I had thyroid problems. I was going through a lot, not just that, and my weight ended up going up, going down. I was like dealing with being small at one particular time and then gaining weight and not feeling like I don't look like myself.
So the weight gain.
Yeah, the weight gain. Yeah, and it's happening right now too, which
it's not due to social media.
No,
right now.
No, but yeah, I feel like that took a toll on me, and I remember not having social media for a while. I wouldn't get on social media at all.
Because social media, like it's like you have this pressure, like it almost gives you anxiety.
You have to be beautiful.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah.
But
and another thing, I don't wear makeup too. So I don't wear makeup.
That's my whole thing too. I'm ready to get into wearing makeup because I want to look a certain way. But I don't.
You don't need it.
And it's so crazy because I see girls that don't have makeup, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, she looks ugly without makeup." And I be thinking that
she don't.
I be thinking she looks pretty because my standards of beauty is different. My standards of beauty is different from someone else's standards of beauty.
Yeah, and I think that's all the way around, everything is different for each person. But just because you don't feel like somebody looks good, don't mean you need to voice your opinion. Yeah. And then too, you don't know what that person is going through. You know what I'm saying? So by you, like you said, by you making that one comment, that could trigger somebody to be like, oh my God, like, let me shut down then. I'm going to shut down because...
And it's just great. This is nice to be rude, but sometimes it's people who don't even have that, like, you talk so badly about people, but behind these cameras, you may be living...
one way.
Yeah, one way that is not...
And that's crazy because I was on live the other day, and this guy was asking me, like, what kind of man am I into, or what are my standards for a man? And I said, he just has to have his stuff together. I would prefer a man that doesn't live at home with their parents. And this girl chimes in. She's like, well, what do your house look like? In the comments. And so I said, oh, you trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just because I said what what I prefer, you want to know what my house? I said, okay, I did go show my house because I'm not saying this to put nobody down, but you know what I'm saying? That's just my standards.
Yeah.
And that was a question that was addressed to me. I'm not just about to go on social media and be like, if don't have a house and I don't want you, you know what I'm saying? It was a question addressed to me, but it's just like she tried to bring some negative towards me.
But that's what they try. I feel like some people don't have love within themselves, so then they like try to like pick. I feel like those type of people try to pick at you. Like, don't pick at me, because I don't. It's something that triggers me.
So did y'all ever like? Being on social media, did y'all ever get anxiety about posting anything that, I mean, especially a picture of yourself? A picture of yourself, did you get anxiety about posting it?
Yes, because you like, what if they don't like it?
What if I get 10 likes?
And we shouldn't feel that way. You shouldn't feel that way. And I'm glad that's why they took likes. I agree with the taking the likes away. I was like for it. Like, when Kanye, I remember when Kanye first got on there, I was telling them about, like, you guys should take likes away and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, go Kanye. But I'm for, like, taking the likes away because now I feel like I can post what I want without...
Because it's not going to be somebody like, oh, look, she only got 10... she only got 10 likes. Like, but it's really like that. Like, it's like you're worried about...
Shouldn't.
And it's like, if I think my picture is cute, then I should feel like my picture is cute. And I'm going to share this picture. I don't care how...
I feel about it.
Because we on there is really to be social. And now we have put... It makes... It's not fun anymore because we have standards of what, and that's why people, when Snapchat first came out, a lot of people gravitated to Snapchat because you could post what you want without getting any type of feedback. You really didn't have, because you don't have nothing saying, oh, okay.
You don't have the comments where everybody can see it.
Exactly. And you could just post what you want. And Instagram, you gotta like really
You
sit
gotta
back
really think
and-
about that.
Yeah, like, okay.
Because with Snapchat, it's gone in 24 hours.
It's gone in 24 hours. Snapchat, you don't know how many followers I really have.
Yeah.
You don't know how many people watched the
Watching
story.
my
You don't
views.
know who liked it. Who
Yeah.
like you know you don't know that.
Yeah.
Whereas Instagram, Twitter too. You have this whole like it's a numbers game.
Yeah.
Like,
I heard Twitter ruin your life.
Twitter, I would say is the most like you have to have like
Thick
tough skin to get on Twitter because it will be people that come at you. You don't have a clue who they are, and they come in the most brutal ways. So it's like Twitter is all talking. It's no pic like Instagram is pictures. Like whereas Twitter you're getting tweets. It's like people are tweeting every day how they think of people. How Twitter you gotta have thick skin because boy you'll be fighting.
How has social media changed the beauty standards for this generation, do you think?
I think now it's like you have to have like a certain hair texture.
Yeah.
You have to have a certain body shape. Like whereas like back in our parents' days, I don't know if it's just me, but I like the way the little skinny like petite like
it was okay to be.
Yeah.
It was
if
okay
you wore
to be
the baggy, like if your pants were baggy a little bit, it was cool.
fine.
It was okay. Yeah.
Whereas now they want you in these tight clothes, like they want everything to fit a certain way on you, and they want your body to look like this, and it's like I've came to a point where I'm like I want my body to look like that, but then I be looking back at like the Jada Pickett's and all them. They had good. They were perfect to me.
Yeah. And I think too, like you said, I think actually it's gonna be reverting back soon, because I think a lot of guys are tired of
twerking.
They're tired of twerking. They're tired of the big
Surgeries,
fake booties and the you hear them talking about the tummy tuck stomachs and all of that. Like I mean some people are. They want to get their tummy tucks, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever you have to do to make yourself, don't do it because of someone else's opinion. If you want to do it because that's what you want to do to make yourself feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
Do you guys think like the Kardashians started
They definitely started the social media body.
And like a lot of Instagram models kind of followed after
That
them,
trend.
and then especially a lot of the reality shows also kind of played a part.
Was that just? Correct me if I'm wrong. Just recently, the Victoria Secret show it didn't go right.
The model show.
Oh yeah, the Angels.
I think it's because of the body shapes like nowadays or like.
Well, why do you think that?
I forgot. It was something going on about. I don't know.
It wasn't because of coronavirus?
No.
When was it canceled?
This was like a while ago.
I haven't seen it. You know what's crazy?
I haven't seen one in a while.
An Angel, them promote an Angel.
And I think too, like we're looking at these people on social media, and we see the perfect skin texture. We see the perfect body, and the waist is small, the booty is big, and you know what I'm saying. But you have to realize too that a lot of these people are face tuning. A lot of people are smoothing their skin, and they're you know what I'm saying. They tucking their body in too, just off the app.
Yeah.
So I think
a lot of people don't look.
Okay, it was because it wasn't enough diversity.
Oh, as far as body shapes?
Body shapes.
Oh, well, I would think because they don't
have plus size models.
Yeah, they do plus
and
size
everybody is
models
like I said, everybody is adapting to being curvy now.
Yeah.
Once before it was really to be really.
It was shunned.
Yeah, and at one point it was to be super thin.
Yeah, where they almost looked like. What did Tyra Banks say? They wanted them to look like not drugs. But something like she said something like, sucked in, basically.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. Yeah.
I think, to me, I feel like there's not even a perfect, body shape. I feel like
all
everybody
have beautiful bodies.
There's some people that they're like, are bigger and they want to be smaller, and it's like I feel like you're actually gonna be better looking how you are.
Yeah,
like,
I be seeing some women that they be like you know, how you say it?
It's some people that just
voluptuous. And I be like, she's really beautiful. Like her body is nice. Everything she carry her weight so
good,
so nice. Like, and then I see
beautiful like.
And I see women that is small and petite, and they're small bodies, and I'm like, she looks good.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I don't put a standard
on people.
And I remember I was watching something, and it was American Idol, and she was one of those shows, and it was this girl, and I was looking at her. She was a black girl, and I was like, she's so beautiful, but it wasn't the outer part that made me say that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm not saying that she wasn't beautiful on the outside, but it was something about her that made me be like, oh, she's really beautiful, and it wasn't her appearance.
If you're not
beautiful, it starts from the inside.
Yeah, because it's some women that have like I felt like was beautiful. Then I heard them speaking, and I heard their mindset, and it was just like,
I can't.
Now it's starting to make me look at you like your outside is not even beautiful no more.
Yeah,
it make you. It changes.
It changes their whole image, and it's like that's why you really have to watch the things you say or be more mindful.
And then too, when you're looking at Instagram or Twitter or whatever, you see pictures of people, you gotta understand too, like even with the lifestyle that people live, because I found myself too looking at people like, damn, I wish I can, you know what I'm saying, go to this place, and which I can, you know what I'm saying, but I can't put myself down thinking I can't go there because but you gotta also think that Instagram, social media is like a highlight reel of people's life. Like it's not an everyday thing where, and I could place a picture on here one time where it was probably one of my most liked pictures, but I was going through the worst time. Like I was feeling so terrible, and nobody knew that. And I didn't post after that picture for a long time because I was having health issues at the time. And you know what I'm saying? It was a cancer scare, and it's just like nobody knew, but everybody's liking this picture, thinking
everything is
all good from the outside.
Just
this perfect thing,
dandy, and fine and dandy. But I'm really going through some issues.
And that was me portraying myself as like. You know what I'm saying?
And me, I'm the opposite. I get off on it. Well, I really don't be on Instagram that much anyway, but I'm one of those, like, I won't post anything. I will
deactivate my
Me
account.
too. Y'all know I'm the queen of deactivation.
They know, and everybody said that you're going to be back. Yeah, I'm going to be back, but let me take this mental break for it. Even if it's a day.
I think you need it.
Sometimes I be having where I just deactivate it for a day. I don't need to be on here today because my mind has, taking me so far. If somebody says one thing to me that triggers me, it's gonna crush me. So let me just deactivate this until I'm feeling a little better, in a better headspace.
I think a lot of people should, because like you said, well, we were talking about the mental health aspect of it. You do have to shut it down sometimes. Like you said, with seeing the negative post on there so much, it's just like, this is too much for me right now. Like, I can't do this.
I feel sorry for them sometimes because
they don't see.
I don't know if they know that they're having a mental breakdown.
For real.
But the way you post it means some people say, oh, well, this is not my everyday. I understand that everybody but when you constantly see it on their feed, it's almost like, well, are you okay?
Are you happy with yourself?
Are you okay?
Now?
Because
why are you putting this out?
Yeah, why are you putting this out
to the world?
Putting this out to the world. And I be concerned about them, and I, really take all that energy in, and I'm really caring when it comes to other people.
Do you guys go on a unfollowing spree with that type of stuff? Like when you see that somebody is just sending negative vibes.
I could mute. You can mute them now. So I mute people, and
I ain't even gotta unfollow you.
I don't even have to unfollow because remember I told you I don't want to unfollow anyone.
Then this is how social media is nowadays. If I unfollow you, I don't like you.
So that's how they feel.
That's how they feel, and that's really not even the case. I just don't like stuff that you post.
So should you express that to them? Like, hey, I really don't like what you post. So go ahead and unfollow
you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that now. Because now they're gonna feel.
Then they're gonna feel attacked.
That's another. But it's like
they claim
that's what they want you to do. But realistically,
Yeah.
if they was to get that message, they'd be like, bitch.
Yeah, you didn't fucking unfollow me. We about to fight.
Yeah, that guy in the DMs arguing. You ready to pull up?
That's why. No, but one thing before we move on too. Remember the person that we follow for like positive vibes.
Wait, I wanted to say one thing too, because like I didn't touch on that when I said about the looking at other people's Instagram and feeling some type of way and comparing yourself to others. Like, I don't know if you guys ever had someone DM you and be like, oh my God, your life is like so this or that.
No, not
like
me.
Nice, and I wish that I could.
Well, no, I don't have those. I just the stuff that keeps me going be the DMs where people like acknowledge me as a mother, like, or just stuff like that. And then I have times where it's people telling me like what they're going through and how they wish they can, like, it was a point where I had my baby daddy, baby mama, all that situation. It was lovely to them, but it's like, y'all don't know what really goes on behind these closed doors. Not to say that anything was wrong, but it's some deeper issues that needs to be fixed. But just because we're all three getting along, it looks like.
Yeah. And I remember I was shocked one time because I had posted, what did I post? A video about how I regained my self-esteem after a breakup. Yeah, a confidence after a breakup. And I got a lot of feedback off of that. And it was just not one, but people were telling me like I should start a YouTube channel and all of this. And then I would get people to say, you're so beautiful. I wish I could look like, as good as you. And it's just like, I would always have to, I love uplifting women and, you know what I'm saying? But I just want everybody to know that, you know what I'm saying? You are beautiful in your own way. Like, regardless of what others think of you or, you know what I'm saying? If anybody is telling you otherwise, you are beautiful. You do not have to go by these social media standards. And don't let other people bring you down. Whether you see a girl like
it's a false reality.
Yeah, it's a false reality.
Really, Instagram is a false reality of what like beauty is to me and everything. Because you could compare yourself not even for like looks, or it could be, oh, this person is traveling. Oh, this person is building this type of career, or this person is doing that, and it's like, go off of your time and also
everything
social media has this thing where they have to tell you like by this age you should be doing this, and this. Well, do you know how hard it is to do that at this age, like, or this day and time, or where we're
put
living?
No standards on you.
That's these standards. Everybody has to move at their own pace because just because you're doing it at 25, somebody may at 25 be struggling, and or they're saving to do where they don't have to.
We all on our different. We all on a different journey.
Yeah, and we all have to realize that.
Yeah,
and don't rush. You know what I'm saying? Because like I think we talked about it before. When you rush, it doesn't work out the way that you planned it to work out. Like we had got an apartment and we just kept like coming to roadblocks. And we said
God telling us. Well, we had a basically a situation before we even moved in, and it was like God telling us, warning us, or saying, "Hey, this is not meant for you guys." Yeah. But we just was persistent,
and we went ahead and did it.
Yeah, we went ahead and did it, and we had a lot of
like tumultuous, tumultuous times there.
Yes, yeah.
And I feel so much better not being there.
And it wasn't financially. Actually,
no, it wasn't financial.
We were doing good financially. It was
just little things that just kept poking at us, and we was like, okay, that's God telling us that we didn't listen.
We didn't listen. We kept on renewing that lease.
Yeah.
We would say we're gonna move, and we kept on renewing the lease. And I feel like it was a lesson learned. I'm glad we lived there, but it's like it's like a relief.
Yeah. So just like we were saying, like don't feel pressured by social media, period. That's how, whether you live at home with your mom, you know what I'm saying, you're saving to buy a house, whatever it is, saving to move out, to pay rent, to move to an apartment. Do you on your time. Please do not listen to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. Don't listen to somebody else. If it don't feel right in your spirit, baby,
Go with your gut.
Yeah,
Go with your gut.
You go with your gut.
You have to. And say what you really got to do is you just got to pray and have faith.
Yeah. And don't
God
be taking
will
a
lead
pita,
you.
man.
Yeah, because it's not even supposed to be for weight gain. It's actually like a something for people with allergies and things like that. It's not even. It's just one of the side effects
that you gain
of
weight.
what that medicine is actually for.
I remember girls was doing birth control for that.
To gain weight.
To gain weight.
I was too. And I that's why I say you go through things and then you realize like.
That wasn't
This
even
ain't
right.
even healthy for me.
Yeah,
I'm down there about to kill myself.
Yeah.
When did that? What year do you guys think that standard came out of being like want to be thick? Like, oh, you need to gain some weight. You skinny, like
Probably like
curvy.
2013.
12, like
12, yeah.
around that time.
Yeah.
It started being you have to.
You got to have that body. Yeah, but now I'm just glad that it's reverting to where people can feel more comfortable being themselves. And
It's crazy how social media has impacted lives over the past decade.
yeah, it has.
It has. It's
Good and bad.
Yeah,
but
good and bad,
because
yeah.
people like I said in the beginning, reading that article, that some people were able to have a career off of it now. So
It's just you really. I don't know. I'm still in the stage where I'm like it's still affecting me, but
why is it affecting you as far as what?
as far as like how I have to look, like I just. Even though it's days where I'm like, oh, I look so pretty today. It's some days where I'm looking on Instagram, I'm like, I don't think I'm that pretty. Like, I can't look like how she looks, or like. And it's been just recently where I just like had a breakdown because I was like, I want to learn to do makeup because I don't feel like this part of my body or like this on my face is like cute. Like
yeah.
and. I have somebody, like some people that just like, uplift me every day, but it's like I learned
You got to feel it for yourself.
And I learned to like start writing in my journal. Like,
That's crazy you said that too, because remember I told you like
Get it together.
I feel like I gain weight, and that's when I gain weight, I feel like I don't look like myself, and I'm just like, okay, my face is fat, my nose, everything, and it's just like that's not. When I look at that person, I'm like, that don't look like me.
That's
That's not me, And I shouldn't feel like that, but I want to feel healthy in the inside. It's not only about the outer, but feeling good on the inside too.
It's like some people, like I be seeing people like, and girls always say like, I don't keep your hair done and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
and it's sad because like I'm that girl that like. First of all, I don't like getting my nails done too often. I hate wearing nails, but I'll get them when I feel like it.
Yeah, that's not a standard for me.
And then as far as like
priority.
my hair being done, I'll be the type of person that I'll get my hair done and I cannot wait to slick a bun.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
I cannot wait to actually just slick my hair into a bun because that's what I like. That's what makes me feel pretty.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
like wearing braids all the time. I don't like wearing weaves. Like I want to slick my hair into a bun and be okay with it.
Yeah.
Like,
Because that don't make me who I am. Are. At the end of the day, how you look on the outside does not define who you are. And that's what we need to understand. It's what's on the inside that really
counts.
matters.
Yeah.
I know for me, especially when I'm picking like dating, that's why it's so hard for me to date a guy because I don't like a materialistic type of
Me
guy.
either. Yeah.
And I'm looking,
and I don't like a flashy guy.
Me either.
I hate it.
Yeah, so I'm going off it's not how you look anymore. It's not what you have. I'm really
how you are
basing
like, and
my decisions off of who you are and how you treat other people.
And that's what's sad too, because I have like people that be like, why do you date? Like, he don't have this, he don't have that. And it's like, you don't know, like this person, there was one person in particular that made me like get out of a like bad stage in my life. And he was just always, still now, just always there for me, just like somebody I can call and I can talk to whenever I, just even if I felt like I wasn't looking pretty, or if I felt like, okay, one day I missed my granny, it was just somebody I
you
can
could talk
always
to.
call on. You do not have to have no money as long as you are like your head is there spiritually. We can
relate.
vibe and like your energy doesn't throw me off.
Yeah.
We can be cool and we can figure out like life will help. Like I feel like if you're a good person, good will come to you.
Yes. And that's
otherwise.
weird. So who do you guys follow for positive vibes or on Instagram?
Me, I follow this girl. Remember, I always tell you about her. I am Mo Nurse. I am Nurse Mo or something like that. And I've been following her since like 2012. And she was a nurse at first, and now she's like she became an entrepreneur and started her own like mentor, and she does all kind of stuff. I think I'm not quite sure, but I liked her vibe. I liked what she stood for. It just something about her make her stand out, and I'm like, these are the type of women that
you want
I follow. I don't follow, like, you might see, I don't want to put names out, but like, I don't follow certain Instagram. Like, I like her. I like Tracy Ellis Ross. Like, those are type of women that I look up to, kind of. Like, I like go to and I say, and I look and I be like, I get a good vibe from them.
Yeah. For a good vibe, for me, I'm like an aesthetic type person. Like, I like things to look good, and just make something that makes me feel good, or if I visually see it. So there's one girl named Natalie Munoz. So she gives me good vibes. And then it's this one chick, Lauren Crow and Yasmin Chanel. Like, I don't know why. I mean, they don't like put like too many quotes up or whatever, but what they take pictures of, you know what I'm saying? It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
So, I guess we can link all those people down at the bottom if anybody needs.
Everybody know Tracy.
Yeah.
Link her too.
It's so weird because mine is somebody that, she, like, her trying to be funny sometimes annoys me, but I really like to watch her Instagram TVs. Is the B Simone. I swear though, if y'all really watch her things, like, she's very like. You
can't judge her.
I know, I can't knock you.
If you watch her, the things that she's saying, like, she really is a strong believer in God, like, and she's like on this journey where she's like working on herself, and like even she's one of those people where, like, I don't know if it stands out to me, like, because it's like you see people always say, like, I got myself here and I'm the one that did this. She literally, like, if it wasn't for this person and this person and this person,
she's giving everybody their credit.
Yeah, she still gives her the credit to the people that helped her get to where, like she was saying, it was a couple people that was working for her for months for free, walking, didn't care, like, and now look at her. I'm at $1 million, but that's only because I had this person and that person on my team. I don't know, that type of stuff I like.
Yeah, that motivates you.
Yeah. I do. It's the comedian side that doesn't get me.
Annoying.
The comedian side doesn't get me, but watching those
it's
are
funny
like,
how we all three mentioned
what
different type of women. We all mentioned different type of women. Like, we all mention a different type of vibe, but that's what makes who we are. We all are different, and we all gonna like gravitate to different. Even though we're sisters, we all
got different vibes.
Yeah.
But before we go, I want to read because we want to start an advice column, or listener letters. So I wanted to read a question or a scenario that this young girl is going through. It says, how do you find your true self and start honoring it? I'm 20 and I'm so lost in the media, social media and peer pressure. I'm just about to turn 20. I'm sick of not following through my true self. I'm having some trouble following through with my inner and true identity. I'm quiet and a real observer. For the past couple years, I have acknowledged and have really just taken the time to sit back and think, what is it that I want? What I most enjoy? What makes me happy? And where I want to go? All for myself. I know exactly where I stand on each of these. Now, my only problem is that I have tried to implement honoring my true self, but social media and the peer pressure, social trends, expectations seem to grab a hold of me every second in the day. So, for example, I know how I'd love to wear my hair, styled, cut, but social media trends show that my current long, straight black hair is a sexual attractive symbol to both peers of my age and the men. So I find it hard to change my hair. I tried it once and I just felt self-conscious being different from what I've been used to. So I went back to my usual hairstyle. I'm aware and have become attuned to clothing styles and magazines that make me go, ooh. And I know my inner self adores this, but I stick to my usual style as it fits with the crowd and doesn't grab too much attention. So I don't want to be self-conscious of, like, she doesn't want to be self-conscious wearing something different than what she's usually wearing. And then she said, I know exactly what activities make me happy and make life better, but it doesn't pass too well with anyone of my age that it seems. Like sipping tea, listening to jazz while reading a book, solo vacation to spend time with just myself, writing, art, baking, spending time with my family as much as I can. But social media, it's not cool there.
Mm-hmm. She inspired me already.
Yeah. So do you guys have any suggestions on what she should do?
I think it just goes back to what makes yourself happy. Like, those things that make you happy, keep doing them, because that's your mental, not theirs.
Yeah.
If you feel like that's not what is cool to you, then do what's cool for you. But let me do what's cool for me too.
Me, I can speak on it because I've always been different, even with dressing. I don't know if you guys know. I mean, y'all know that I will always wear these foo-foo dresses. Like, you know, I like kind of like the 50s style type of look. And I really had to say, you know what, this is what I like, and this is what I'm going to wear.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, then that's
you.
Don't have nothing to do with
that
me.
ain't none of my business.
Yeah, but I'm gonna, whatever I feel good in, I'm going to wear it.
That's me as well.
Yeah, and
like, I don't like to dress girly.
Yeah, I don't dress like the normal people to me, like my normal age group.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it one year to dress girly, and it was
just not you.
I looked at myself and I'm like, this is not what I like to wear. Like, I want to go back to my like, you know, I'm not a girl of too many colors. Like, I don't.
Yeah. I think for the young lady, she should stay. Do what you like to do. Mm-hmm. Do not let the pressure from the outside world, change who you are, because that's who you are, baby. You love jazz.
But she she needs to step out and just go for it. Yeah. Like you said,
because you can't be so self-conscious too, because just because my friends, they're not into certain things that I'm into, but it might be somebody on social media who be like, oh my God, I love that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do it for yourself. And even in posting anything on social media, you do it for yourself. If that's what you want, do that for yourself. You dress how you want to try a different outfit from you see in the magazines, even though it may not do it.
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how free you feel.
Yeah.
How free you feel that you decided to just be to be you. To be you, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like what I was saying earlier, it has to basically, you have to want it more than worrying about what someone else is thinking of you. Yeah. Yeah.
And like we said, what people think of you is not my business. It's not your business. Yeah. And don't let it affect you. Yeah. And even if they leave a negative comment, you can block.
Now you could turn your comments off.
Turn your comments off.
Because I remember I seen someone put something under my comment. I was just like, I didn't say nothing negative back to them because I'm not going to give them that. But it just make you realize why people turn their comments off. Yeah. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask for your opinion. Yeah. Because I don't give negative. I don't put that on people's pages.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not who I am. Yeah.
And if I even think something negative, it's not my place to tell you
that. And then when I do think something negative, I need to check myself also sometimes.
That ain't none of my
business. Because I wouldn't want nobody to. Yeah, that's not my place.
So yeah, I mean, and I also want to know. And I know a lot of men watch us. I want to know if men go through the same things that we go through as far as social media. Do they feel the pressure of, what I'm saying, even with body, lifestyle? Do you guys feel the pressure of wanting to be more than what you are? You know what I'm saying?
I think so. But I know we want to get your men feedback. But I think so.
Yeah, I believe so too, but
it's probably even worse.
Yeah, they don't know. I think women voice our opinions more about stuff like that. Yeah. So Yeah.
And can I say one more thing too? I remember, you know, when I was younger, I used to always get dressed. Everybody knew that. I remember even one of my cousins talking about, you don't never wear tennis shoes. Yeah. I used to always like get dressed, and I remember like hearing people in my family or certain people like, Candace, I was going through something. You don't get dressed no more. Why you don't wear this? And it made me like, why are you putting those expectations on me? Mm-hmm. Why does it matter what I wear?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like.
Yeah. Damn, I just feel like being comfortable.
Comfortable, but I'm still who I am, you know. And I was going through a lot, and I still don't get. Depending on, and I need to stop, you know, doing that. But depending on how I feel, like I would go out and buy these dresses, and they're in my
like you taking them back.
I'm taking them back, and they're in my closet because I didn't gain weight. I done lost this weight, and I didn't gain it back, and now I'm like, it don't fit like I wanted to fit. So now I just. And I lost a lot of. Can I speak about that too? I lost a lot of hair during
with your thyroid.
I remember, my eyebrows a lot, so that brought my self-esteem down. I would love to continue this conversation. I feel like because it's still things that we haven't touched on that should be addressed. And
I think things will be brought to our attention more what we should address too, or see how other people feel, or other people I'm sure are going to ask for advice or tell us they can relate.
Yeah, so, definitely.
Yeah. And it's good to see other people's viewpoints of it, so we could like argue it or say, you know what, well, that's sure, you know, like I just like to see other people viewpoints and how they might think. And can I say one more thing too? I always wondered, because I heard a little statement about this, is like a lot of men end up with the wrong women because they're choosing
the women that they think or
what they're supposed to have. And you're not with the woman that you want
genuinely
mentally. You're not with the woman that you want mentally because you too busy looking at them
the outside. Physically. Yeah, that's a good one. But guys, so leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments. We would love to hear what you guys have to say about this topic. Like, comment, and subscribe. What else? Do you guys have anything else to say?
Just be happy with yourself before you think about social media. And with anything, just be happy with yourself.
And be true to yourself. That's what I learned. I know we haven't we haven't explored a lot of different aspects of it, but learn to just be true to yourself, basically. Just be true to yourself.
Yes. And with that being said, we will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.
You don't ever want to tell me. You don't ever want to tell me nothing. You just like it when we kissing and hugging. So you don't ever wanna tell me nothing. You just like it when we kissing and hugging.